Welcome, old friends, to Once Human. And to you new players, well, you're going to learn something, right? Especially really new to this game. Okay, first of all, a lot of the stuff that was in our supply benches has been moved over to the advanced synth bench, which devs, you still haven't fixed the name. Large synth bench. This is advanced synth bench. Gun gloves, the sickle, they would have been. The baits, the fertilizers were all made in the supply bench. They're now all over here. The grain feeds, body and all that stuff, I'll clean, I didn't mention that. The grains and the meat pellets and all that were on the stove, on the oven. They've now moved over to here. Also for your beastmasters, all your carapaces and that for your beast animals are all in here, right? Devs, no, that shit need to be touched. Just leave it alone, right? That's just annoying. Also for you beastmasters, you will have to now grow mushrooms in order to get neurotoxins for your tranquilizer darts. You can run the cave down near Sunbury, I think it is. One run should just get you 4 neurotoxins. There is a stupid fish looking thing in here. We usually find it floundering on the beach near the water's edge, not actually swimming. You only get 1 neurotoxin. Now to fix that, devs, I would recommend for 1 neurotoxin and materials, you should be able to get at least 8 tranquilizer darts or arrows. Oh, and by the way, you should be able to get those tranq darts and arrows back, okay, when you capture the animal. Now we have our gear bench. Okay, we're going to start on the gear bench. Your weapons now require various items. A pistol body for this. Shotgun requires a shotgun body. This, and this. That is your SMGs. This is your rifles, and this is your LMGs. Or require this component. These do not require any component, but you can waste a calibration on your low shit and all that. Now, it's not too bad. Tier 1, you don't need that shit. Tier 2, you will need to find this. You can unlock this in your tech tree. But all the weapons tier 2 require this thing, except for I don't think the bows do. No, that's yeah, well, really, tier 2 requires that shit for these things. What the hell? The craft requires that shit for a tier 2. Devs, you've got some bullshit going on here. Right? Some absolute bullshit going on. Your armor. Now there's 2 things that they've changed here, right? So you will your hat and your mask uses the same thing, bulletproof lining. And that's required for tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. As you can see, this is bulletproof lining tier 5 because I want that. So we switch to tier 4, tier 4. And a tier 3, right? Doesn't need for tier 1 and tier 2. Your top and your pants use the protective lining, tier 3, 4, and 5. Your gloves and your boots, they use limb lining, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. Now, I will say, the majority of us, we do not craft tier 2, and we don't craft tier 4, simply because we're just wasting resources. Right? Now, there is some other funny shit here. You can change your hides. As most people would know that have been playing this game, you can use various hides to give you various benefits like cold resist, more cold resist, that's heat resist for the crocodile skin. But they've added some new weird shit in here. We've got a blanket, energy drains more slowly at night. During nighttime, cold resist +5, energy depletion rate -15. And if you go down through, you'll probably find at least one more other item in here somewhere. There we are. Recovery stamina when taking damage. Recovery 10 stamina points upon taking damage. Cooldown is 20 seconds. And I mean, they all have some weird object in here that you can add to them. Let's have a look down. Oh yeah, medical healing increased. Increase all your recovery effects by 10%. Is there anything else in this thing? There's usually 2 or 3 items in here, but I think that only has 1 item. Okay, and you've still got all your hides and stuff that you can use. Right, that's that. We've touched on the weapons. So now what we're going to do is from there we're going to go into your blueprints. Now you do have to be, I think, level 8 before you're allowed to get into your cradle. So we'll go into our cradle, we'll go to blueprints. Right? So your blueprints. Now I'll say this up front. If I have crafted this pistol as a tier 1 pistol, right, and that's a 1 star, and I've upgraded this to 3 star, I would have to recraft this weapon. Your upgraded blueprint stars do not automatically transfer to your weapons, okay? As you come in here and you purchase your blueprints, you can no longer purchase them through the wish machine. That's gone. And you cannot, I'll show you. We used to hit J, we go to scenario challenges, we used to hit the challenge shop and come down here, and it'd be in here somewhere. Well, it's gone. We also used to hit the escape key, come down to shop, go to events. Now this is, whatever this is, it was different between the scenarios. So I go redemption, and you could get to here. It's gone. So it's all via your cradle now. So we go into blueprints, right? Now you use your star crom to buy your blueprints and to upgrade your blueprints. I will come down here and show you a very good one for anyone who's just starting. Right, that's 8,000. This is 2,000. Look at this. That's only 200 star crom, and that is a blaze weapon, I think. Yeah, blaze damage, fire damage. So for 200 star crom, okay. What kind of armor would I be running with that if I was just starting off fresh? I would probably target some stuff that gives me benefits to go with that weapon, and I know that the barbecue gloves are good, so that'll cost me 2,000. Okay, what other, you got 6 pieces of gear, so that is I forget what they call it, a key. That's a key armor piece. You can only wear 1, so the other 5 have to be something else. They cannot be key pieces. I would start off boots, pants and jacket. I'm going to go with the heavy duty BP stuff, and this is going to cost you 2,000 each. But if we have a look, 1 HP bonus, 2 elemental damage goes up by 8%, 3 after killing an enemy, increased movement speed by 20% for 2 seconds, which is nothing. Elemental damage, blaze, frost, shock blast goes up by 40% and decays over 8 seconds. So basically, if you can keep murdering things fast enough, you will have somewhere around the 50% bonus. Right? Now, what would I add for the final 2? Well, the final 2, my mask and my helmet, I would recommend going with the shelter hat, because we're not worried about the 1 piece. We want the second 2 pieces to get the second one. Elemental damage, blaze, frost, shock blast goes up 8%. So the faster you kill shit, you're going to keep that near a 50% buff. Now there are foods you can use as well, which will even give you more buffs. And whimsical drink gives you status increase. I think it was 15%. So yeah, you could once you max star out that bit of gear and that weapon, and get some reasonable mods to go with it, you're going to be bloody murdering things. Okay, we have our collect. As you buying your blueprints and you're upgrading them, right, you'll get rewards. You know, a bit of star crom every now and then, and a few other stickers and crates and shit in here. So yep, enjoy that. The blueprint conversion, this is entirely wrong. This is a new character, only 300 hours in. She has never used the conversion thing, devs. So let's say I want to move that. I'll left click it, so it goes there, and I want to move it to the pants. It goes down here. I can hit down. Now this used to be, I think, 3 times a scenario, so I'm not sure if they've done any changes to this. But if that's 6 stars and I want to put it onto this, I would put over to that. Right, now that is a key piece. That's not a key piece, I don't think. No, it's not. That's just a sharp blades. No, that is a key piece. Okay, right, fair enough. Just be mindful, you know, if you're moving, see that colour? It's a key piece armor. This is not, because it doesn't have the colour. Okay, right. So I'm just going to reset it because I don't want to do any of that shit. Now the one that is, and the same goes for your weapons. Right, you can do the same thing in there. Go there, got the weapons over here. You can, like, I could left click that and say I want to put it onto that. I can transfer all those stars over to this weapon. Now, I wouldn't transfer a 6-star weapon over onto, say, a weapon that's only, oh, so you go show me all of them, eh? It's doing that. We'll just reset that. Do I have anything that is less than that rated? Not really. I wouldn't transfer like a 6-star thing over to something that has 4 stars, because you're going to be throwing away that. Alright, so just don't do that. The other one we have is weekly limit. Devs, listen to this. Obtain Starcom. Weekly limit. It says weekly limit 45,000. Okay, I've already hit it. And I've got a couple of those. Now, watch this, devs. We click this damn button and you read this shit. Starcom earned this month 45,000. Limit resets in 11 days. That's not a week. And down here, Starcom limit plus 21,000 takes effect in 1 day, 7 hours. You are literally confusing the shit out of it, right? It should, if it's here in front of us, it should be that. So I've earned 45,000. It should say up here, I've got 3 days to wait before I can start my next lot. Start earning my next lot. That's how that should work, devs. You're just confusing the shit out of people, okay? Right. Now we have these benches. These are the advanced supply benches, right? There is a medical one, and there is a one for ammo. Now, devs, the ammo and the medical one, their lights do not work. You need to fix that shit, right? So I don't have the medical one because I get plenty of medical shit anyway, so I don't need the crafting of that shit. Right. So I'd have this one crafting all the standard shit. If that was a medical, that'd be doing the medical shit, and that's the ammo one. That'll just be doing the ammo stuff, right? Fair enough. Right. You will need to find a spanner. These little fellas. You'll be running around Deadsville and Myers. You'll come across a couple of these. Right. Now, my recommendation is you got a spanner. Okay. If you find this is the first of the furnaces, you can pick that up. A recycler, you can pick that up. Basic supply bench, basic gear bench. If you see them, use a spanner, pick the damn things up. Just be mindful, the devs have fixed the weights on those things because they were pretty heavy, and your character be running like a drunk, and you'd have to go to your base and unload all that shit and then go back out again. They have adjusted those weights way down, so it's making things a little bit easier. But then again, devs, that shit didn't need to be done. None of that had to happen, right? You could have just left the whole crafting system alone, right? Okay, so we've got our spanner, right? So basically, you're running around Deadsville. We're going to Tech Cradle here, Tech Cradle. You're running around Deadsville. You're going to need, if you can't find this shit, just unlock, 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 unlock. This will crack iron as well. Over here, I would go here, berries, water, and that for the time being. You can come down and do the healing stuff if you want and unlock it, so you're ready to go. I would probably then move, it all depends because they've moved shit around all over the place in here, right? There's a bed, your wood structure, so I would get that unlocked, and your bed, put down your beds, and at least a storage container so you can put all the shit you're scrapping and back and whatnot. Right, you return back to your base, you know, disassemble your shit, build your, if you haven't got one of these, build that. Hopefully you do find, that is around Deadsville area in quite a few places, especially in the map. I used to know this bloody thing off the top of my heart. Hearst Industries, that's the one I'm looking for. In Hearst Industries, you will find filters, solar, the little solar power plants. You'll find a garage or two in there. You'll find wood crate, maybe the metal crate. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. Recycle bench, over here in front of the store maybe. In around here you might find a recycle bench as well. Not sure what's over in there. We can have a bit of a poke over there just to check. So you're after a basic supply and gear bench out of this area, a recycler, a furnace, that funny little blue thing I just showed you, that should actually be around there somewhere. One of these should be in there somewhere. All you need is a spanner to pick it up, right? Now, once you've got all that shit and you're doing alright, I would target this next. Now, in order to get that, you have to, it does show up in the lower areas occasionally, but Blackfell at the gas station or at the little supermarket behind the hospital has this. Now, I did find an advanced gear bench at the supermarket behind the hospital at Blackfell, so I picked it up. I picked up the spanner, the gear bench. I'm not too sure, but what I would do is once you've got the advanced supply bench, is craft yourself one of these little fellas. Okay, it's like a Fortnite little space gun. It has these circles coming out of it when it's working, right? And with that, you can pick up anything that you see. You walk up to something that's out of place, that's not supposed to be there. You can walk up to it. If you see a name and the little symbol that you can actually pick it up, then use this tool and pick it up. You can pick up electric furnaces, planters, large refineries, stardust filters, extraction source 73 is where you'll find these things. Just keep going back every now and then. I usually, if I don't find the one I'm after that's spawned, I will pick that thing up, so it's free to respawn that after a certain time. These I haven't found, so I just unlocked that one. It cost me 6,000 tech points. 6,000 tech points to unlock. That's the medicine. I don't need it. I have not found the stardust. The stardust pump. I haven't found that one. I would have to unlock that if I want it. I have found that. I found that brewing barrel. I haven't seen that yet. Youngling I have. Whistles, you just pick them up all over the place. This I found. That I found. That. You find these all over the place, and you just pick them up there in your backpack. That sort of shit, right? Right, and then once you've got your advanced supply bench and your advanced gear bench, you're pretty much set. You got, maybe you've picked up an electric furnace and a couple of solar panels and a water filter, and you've started to make yourself some purified water. You know, get yourself ahead. I'm not sure what that is. Tech tree. Is that in here? Yeah, you. Where are you? Oh, that's horrendous. 845 for the compost bin. For a planter, that's stupid. For a drill, 264. Solar drill, 264, and that is 845. Devs, you've got some flame and balancing in here to do. Cheaper, a little bit dearer, a little bit dearer, a little bit dearer. Mid expense, down, because yeah, I mean you get right down. This is stupid that they cost 6,000 tech points, right? Because but you're really going to struggle until level 15 to get enough tech points that you can start to unlock really that good stuff down there. Now, if you see an advanced supply bench and you find another one, put one down at your base, and the other one you'll come over with your backpack. You'll come over. You'll put this thing down on your base, and you'll come over here, right? And we'll just put it'll be in construction, and you'll click and you'll press F. So I go like what have I got in here? I can get rid of you. Hit F and F again, so it joins up to 10 items. Weapons. Oh, we did find that little thing. I'll hold on to that for a second. That can go. 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 And then we'll just it says Q. See, up to 10 items, and I'll just hit the research and leave it go by itself. Now it's taken all that shit out of my backpack, thankfully. Bloody wish rockets and shit. Okay, so we've told you about where all your shit went there. The fact that Beastmasters are going to have to farm mushrooms to get their neurotoxins. The garden sickle that was taken off us gardeners and given to everybody to unlock. That's fine. Disappointing though is that when you go in a new scenario, these morphic plants used to come with you for free. You could take them with you free. No, 1,000 transfer points each when I last checked. That's some kind of level bullshit, devs. Put it back the way it was. Okay. Oh, you'll find this thing out and about. If you get flatlined out and about and you spawn back at your base, come over to this robot, press F, and it'll recover everything that you dropped. Okay, and do it quickly, because some people, they just run along and they'll just keep hitting the F key and they'll snap your flowers and all your shit without using their brains. Right. The electric furnaces, extraction source 73 is where you'll find these things, along with the hydro generators, and that crazy thing that you do your deviations with, that deviation pod thing, where you can upgrade them, traits and all that shit. Right. Alright, basic. This one here is the one that uses the recycling parts, so all that useless shit you've got tens of thousands of you can use in here, and it will literally double the output. This one has the sulfur and EL, and then again you can maximize the shit out of it. That will double the output, right, by doing that. Okay, that's pretty good. This one over here uses the portable fuel mix, and as you can see, it doesn't have that ability to make acid in here. Okay, and this one over here, turns the stardust source into acid. Plus it has all the other things you've unlocked in here as well to craft. But it will use stardust source to double the outputs. Right? So you will need to have at least 3 furnaces. The recycling furnace, the portable fuel furnace, and the stardust source furnace. Extraction source 73 is where you'll find that. Okay, as I said, I go there. If I don't see it but something else is in the place, I will grab that item, I'll come back and I'll research it. I'll just get the tech points for it. I'll go back in 4 hours time, and hopefully that furnace I'm looking for does spawn. This one took me 2 days before it spawned and I finally got it. And by the way, at extraction source, the funny thing that's happening now is that if you get spotted by the enemy, and they will actually come after you. That's the funniest shit I have seen. Otherwise they just stand there and their mate, you kill their mate right next to them and they go, what happened? Don't know, I'm going back to what I was doing. You know, dumb shit. They just stand there doing nothing. No, now there's an aggro range and that is brilliant. Okay, what else? So we've talked about all your benches and shit and the stuff that you need for your weapons, your gear. We've talked about the blueprints, the upgrading the blueprints. So upgrade your blueprints. It's just a matter of right click, and this one to go to 2 stars is going to cost me 3,000. They are all different. So this one's going to cost 200 to go to 2 stars. Let's have a look over here. This fella, it's going to cost me 750 to move them to 2 stars, right? They're all there, and the same with your armor, right? This one, if I want to go to 4 stars, it's going to cost me 2250. This one here is going to cost me only 50 to take to 2 stars. This is a key piece, 150 to get to 2 stars. Yeah, all various different, all that sort of shit. Okay, for food, you are going to have animals, because some of the recipes require milk. So I recommend getting a pair of mountain goats, mountain sheep, I think they are. Sheep, buffalo, and 2 rabbits. That's what I usually do, because my goats give me star for wool, lunar wool, because they got those 2 good traits plus milk. The buffalo would give me star for hides and milk. The sheep would give me golden wool and milk, and the rabbits, they would give me they got the lucky seed 3 on them, So they're going to give me the lucky fur, the rabbit lucky fur, right? Regular people who aren't beastmasters, I think it's 4 sets of animals that you can have, maybe 5. Okay, so now we come over here to all the meals and shit. Right, now this thing, in order to build this, you have to unlock it. It's 6,000 tech points, and you need oven mitts. Right, so we come in here now. There are quite a few recipes that are gone. Some you can find around the place and you can learn them. Some you unlock in your tech tree. I had to buy this one because it no longer exists anywhere. I bought this one. I'm pretty sure this still exists. I just didn't find it. I just bought the recipe. Where's the other one down here? I bought the Stargazy pie one, and I bought the crumble bread. Right, now to get those recipes, you have to go and see the trader at Deadsville or the one at Camp Igloo, and you will need on you the old currency. So these traders, they now sell 3 or 4 things. They sell their normal shit that they used to have, right? Now they do sell the weapon and armor components that you need now to craft your stuff. So if you get stuck looking for that piece, you can go to them, and if as long as you've got an old currency dollar on you, you can buy that thing off them, right? I recommend don't do that shit until you at least want to get into your tier 5 crap. Save these old currency dollars for the high tier shit. They also sell the recipes, which can no longer be found at locations around the map, and cannot be unlocked through the tech tree. They have to be bought from those traders. Okay. They do sell some of the high tech stuff, which is the 4th one. They sell the screwdriver kit set. They sell the welders. They sell the other mitts. There's some sort of tape that they sell. I do have that tape on me. Where is it? This thing. Yeah, the versatile screwdriver set. That's what they sell. They also sell the custom cable. They sell these things, right? And they only cost $1. One of the old currency dollars. Now, I had a friend that ran around Deadsville saying, oh look, he managed to pick up a couple of them. I don't think he did pick it up that way. He actually picked it up from running a silo and wasn't paying attention. The way I get the old dollars, and it works every time, is I will run silos. I'll do normal, hard and pro. I am guaranteed when I do those 3, I'll come out of there with at least $1. And I do a couple of silos, normal, hard and pro, every day. So I get a couple of bucks. So I can use that to buy the more important things off the traders I need, saving me having to look for the blasted things, right? What else is there? Morphic plants. If you know a gardener, or have a friend who's a gardener, you know, you're gonna want at least an aloe. You're gonna want a moral. That's for my animals. You well, I don't worry about you. This one's for a drink. We've got some regular mushrooms here. We've got some more morals, and we've got some wheat here. Now, I do need to make a morphic pumpkin, cabbage, and corn. They're the only ones I'm missing. So we'll get started on that shortly. I'll harvest all this shit, pack it away, and then I'll leave the moral. I'll leave an aloe, and quite possibly a mushroom, and this plant. But I will then replace. But I will have to pick these all up because they'll impact on my ability to make morphic plants. So I'll just pick them all up. Once I've got enough stuff to tie me over, I'll pick these all up in my backpack. I'll put down 10 of these planters, and I'll do 10 mushroom morphics. I'll do 10 corn morphics once they're done, and once they're done, I'll do the 10 cabbage morphics, and hopefully I'll get at least 1 out of 10. Look, it's random shit that happens. I have them inside a building over here with lights, and I water them, so I get slightly better chance of more of those plants turning up. This one is for my animals. All my animals, my sheep, my mountain goats, my buffalo and my rabbits, they all eat this stuff. So I don't have to worry about specialization foods and shit for them. right? I also do every third crop is a crop of honeysuckle, right? So I wonder how the mushroom guy's going with that shit. He will not pick them if he's full. If he's got a full stack of those, he won't touch them. No, he's doing alright. Okay, fair enough. What are these plants up to? What stage are they up to? They're in the growth period. And saying they're low on light and low on water, that's that kind of bullshit. Let me just quickly fix it up. Come over and get some water. 1,000 will do. How you going? He's filling up nicely. Let's go put a little bit of water in these 6 irrigators, just to get them nudged along. Gee, yeah. No, not that much. There you go. I'll get you going. You can have this. Yeah. There we go. And that. 2 to go. That tile there, that's different. That tells me I have power underneath there. I like to hide my generators and that, so they're out of the bloody road, especially the hydros and all that. Right, we've got a little bit more water on it. I'll put that in the box. So that should finish those off. In fact, I'm going to remove that seed fertilizer from the guy. Max, you come out, and you come out. Right, so I want him to stop doing that. Come over here. Screws, tape. Anything else that can go in there? That's pretty good. No, the water, we're going to put that back where we got it from. No. And where's the fuel? Not in there. Let me just drop a bit of that off. There you are. That fixes our weight. We're down to under 70 kilos. That's better. Right. So once he's finished that, we will harvest all this. We'll pick these up, and I'll start making more of the morphic things. Build facilities. Oh, what? I haven't unlocked it. Oh, that is bullshit, because I did have all that crap unlocked. That's nonsense, devs. We weren't supposed to be affected. Take the tree. Let's go in here. No, it's over in this one. I just want the medium one. Planters. Look at that. That's bloody expensive bullshit. I do want to unlock it. Because that's bullshit. Build. Right, give me the medium plant. Oh, boiled water, eh? Only medium planters work. Don't use anything else. Right, look, we've got boiled water. I'm going to withdraw probably that much. Don't worry, we'll bring it back. Whatever we don't use. Build. Medium planter, thank you. Where's that light? Right there. We're going to put one there. One there. Going to put one right in the middle. I'm going to put one there. And one there. That'll do. So we are prepped. We are ready. Right. So with the mushroom guy finish this thing off, well, these are probably almost full anyway. They are full, and they do get more deviated stuff as they go. The mushrooms, that's the one I want to look at. Oh, we don't get any neurotoxins. That would have been a nice touch. Right. So I was actually helping a friend out. You probably know her, Sassy Cat. She streams on Twitch. She was really annoyed because she's a beastmaster about the neurotoxin. So in my time while she wasn't online playing the game, I would run around and get a shitload of neurotoxins. I use the mushrooms for making the fertilizer, which is fine, and then I do other things in between. And then the next day she comes on, I go, here, in the box at your base there's 40 neurotoxin. The next day I'll probably come back and put 30 in that box for her, just there to help. What else is there we got around here? You can find a whole heap of furniture, BPs and shit in the game that help dress up your base. Now the glass pack you have to buy, the Asian theme building you have to buy, or there is an Asian pack with lights and all that crazy shit, you have to buy that. I bought the bathroom and the bathroom kit. This was an event. You do see occasionally people do have that and they list them for sale. The same with these white covers, that was an event, they do list occasionally for sale. The laptop, that is something that's part of a kit that you have to buy. This thing was an event item. This thing here was a battle pass item, and that was a battle pass item. Anything else in here? No. Get a few pot plants, we put them around the pot. Oh, I did get another couple of pot plants while I was out and about, didn't I? Backpack. There's a pot plant. Give me a pot plant. Oh, it's only a little pot plant. Bit rude. Can we have a... Nah, probably getting a bit clustered there. You can have a friend. Have a friend. There you go. Right, what else got over here? I got my coffee maker. That was part of the kit. That sort of stuff. Yeah, sort of things. I'm disappointed that this little light here thing, this thing doesn't do shit. Would be nice if you could activate the thing. These, you can find them in the game when you're running around. Or I bought a couple of these off some players who had found the blueprints, so I bought those. I bought the lounge, not the chair. I found the chair. And there's a whole heap of other furniture in the game as well that you can find for free. Which, oh, it's in the build menu. Build. Furniture. That's in a section. You can actually purchase that in game. That is Starcom, about 3,000 Starcom. And then you can find all sorts of lights and shit. Yeah. What does that say? How to get obtained from exploring settlements and crafting randomly at the design workstation. Oh, so you can actually... No, this one's a battle pass. That's a battle pass item. So why did you just put the stupid bulb thing on? That's dumb. Then when you finish a scenario, you know, you get your house blueprints. Yeah, there's a little one that I had. Yeah, little one. What was this one? Oh yeah, that's this one. So you can like put that down later on. Yep, same thing. It just takes snapshots every now and then of the damn things. There's a little one. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I was doing the old. That was when I was doing the acid stuff. I don't see the need to do that anymore. I make that much acid from other things. Alright. So I believe that's it. What else is there? We went down to Hearst Industry. We did a little run around down there. We got 100 acid from down there. Hearst Industry, you can find electric, the little non-electric furnace. You can find garages. You can find the solar power, little solar power panel thing. You can find a water filter. Sometimes there might be the little hydro power station thing down there. Then it's all that matters is just finding a recycler, basic supplies, basic gear bench, and you got yourself a start. But as I said, the early grind is just grind now. Once you get past level 15 and you've got a few things ready to go on that, you can then rapidly move forward. But until then, it is an absolute grind. So what have we got now? Right. What am I going to do now? Pretty much covered everything. Yeah. I got one or two friends that haven't played in a while that thinking about it. Well, are they going to see all the if they do come back, they're going to literally, it's going to smack them in the face, the changes and how difficult the early start is. But never fear, I'm here to help. Right. But there are certainly changes in this game that the devs didn't need to do. They didn't need to bring in. The tech tree system, right? Every 5 levels you got a specialization. Not tech tree, specializations. Okay? Yes, get rid of it. It was horrendous. It was a broken system. It was just junk. You could the better way of dealing with specializations, don't have them in the tech tree. Things like the garden gloves, the sickles, the chef knife, even some of the Beastmaster shit, right? You've got these NPCs that do nothing at the trade centers. Apart from maybe the story quests. You go see this NPC and then they tell you to go over here and there's a fight or something like that you have to deal with. Okay, you got those. You got your trader. That's fair enough. What about a wandering trader? You get a notification there's a wandering trader in your area. You could have NPCs at the trade centers that specialise in shit. Such as, I know, you go to Deadsville and you want the sickle. Well, the NPC there goes, okay, I'll tell you what, if you go over here and bring back me this parcel, I'll give you a letter of recommendation and you can go see this bloke over at Tallgrass. Now that bloke, or Sheila, will send you, after you give them that, you get, ranking with them, right? So they'll allow you to say, okay, I'm going to send you on this quest, you go bring me that parcel back, I'm going to give you the sickle. And by the way, get rid of that horrendous, it expires in 7 days. It used to be 14 days, it's now 7 days. A sickle, anything should not expire within a certain time limit. It should stay in your backpack. It should wear with use. That is fine. How about a repair tool? We have repair tools for our vehicles. Why can't we have repair tools for our gear? Specific repair kits required for certain items, and that should cover the entire list. That includes those lightning resistor things, the carbon filters. You need a specific repair kit in order to repair that once it wears down. If it breaks, you have to go and redo that quest again to get another one. I think that would be a fairer system. That's what people have been asking for, devs, because it gives them more to do rather than blind RNG giving. There's been times I'm a gardener, right? Oh, I've reached level 15. Hooray, I get to choose 1 out of 4 specializations at random for that level. Oh, the best one there's garden gloves. I'm a gardener, I've already got garden gloves. What the hell? And the rest of the specs are shit. I wouldn't choose them. It's just garbage. I've had scenarios where I haven't selected certain things because they were garbage. But I have found somebody selling that specialization and I've bought it and then I've applied it to that particular, say level 35. I've applied it. Level 45. Somebody's got the extra buff for workbenches, the 30% buff. Bingo, I'll grab that and apply that. That's how I was using the system. What would have made that system even better was not locking it to only 3 a scenario. That should have been open. So if I want to change all 10 specializations I've got 10 or 20 or 30 times, that's my provocative. It should never have been locked to 3 chances. I've never seen any other game apply that shit. It is stupid. Right? Now, we are waiting for the 28th of this month, May 2026, because apparently Starfall is making a comeback. So we're going to finish doing our pumpkin, our cabbage, and our corn morphic plants. I'm going to try do something with a couple of rabbits, the breeding thing. I've never really done the breeding. I've just bought the animals that had the traits on it, that somebody had already done all the work on. You know, paid whatever the hell they want for it. But I'm going to have a crack at it myself. Right, because obviously this serves a bit slow, and you know, the animals have one good trait instead of 2, like this one in here. These goats, whoever I bought them off, they do have 2 really good traits. So we have a look. F, we go into your traits. Dream Zone gene. Production yields a large amount of additional dream fused fur and hide. Lunar Oracle. Slaughter and byproducts yields large amount of additional lunar wool. And Stardust, has a chance to yield a large amount of additional Stardust goat milk when in pollution zones. Well, that would be if I was in a pollution zone, but unfortunately the devs screwed up the pollution zones and they're still busted. So we don't do that shit. But I still get those 2 those 2 traits. Now if I had sheep, they'd have golden wool on them. If I have rabbits, they have the lucky seed. That sort of shit. Now I could link up with my other Steam account characters, because they're also on NA servers. So I could actually transfer this character and those 2 characters to the same Starfall server, and then this character can actually get rabbits, buffaloes, flamingos, sheep, all that crap, because those characters have multiple sets of those things. So I can actually, without spending an EL and shit like that, she can actually have, this character can actually have all the animals with the traits that she needs, and she'll be fine. I do have 2 characters on EU server. They're all by themselves, but they're on the same server. They do have the sheep, they have the rabbits, and they have the wolves, and one does have the buffaloes. So they're pretty well set. They've got everything, plus all the furniture BPs and shit they've got. My other Steam account, the NA characters, they've got all the friggin' BPs, minus maybe 3 or 4, but we're only interested in the ones that people craft and that are extremely rare. Like I bought the that water drinking thing. It's got the big plastic bottle on top. Well, I've seen that, 200,000. Yep, I don't have that. I'm going to buy it. Oh, I bought it. And then there was a little funny red lamp thing. Somebody wanted 100k for it. I bought that. Then there was a couple of bits of furniture that I didn't have. They were reasonable priced. I bought those. A lot of the steel pipe furniture. I bought those. And yeah, pretty cool. We're just going to let these fishies go when we before we leave. Before I end a server, what I normally do is I'll craft a drill and a chainsaw, just basic ones, right? And you can take that with you to the next scenario. Just make sure you craft it and put it in your backpack. I will then pick up all my animals. The older ones, I will slaughter them, and give myself a week before I transfer over so I can use that meat, go do some more grinding and stuff. I'll pick up my deviations out of their boxes. I will then pick up all my morphic plants, so they're ready to go with me. I will then basically, I'll dump all the wood, the rock, the iron, the sulfur, the fuel, the acid, all that kind of crap. I'll just dump it. Well, two things. You can either dump it or have it in your backpack and sell it to Eternal Land and get yourself that, whatever that Eternal Land currency is, that sand currency. Right? If you like building any Eternal Land, I don't. I've just got a box over there in the bed. That's it. That's it. That's how I like it. Is there anything else? I think we've covered everything from the advanced synth bench, all the gear and the weapon, all the crazy shit going on there that you need to craft your gear, and then the special, not the hides and that give you other bonuses and stuff. We've talked about those benches. We've talked about these furnaces. We've talked about the whole food situation and the fact that recipes are no longer available on the map in certain places. So, and that some recipes now require milk. It's always a struggle, but you will get there. Now, if you are a new player, you've only got to hit enter and ask. Hit enter and ask in world chat. What are you doing? You got this. You didn't add an extra load here. Just make your own sun. Oh yeah. Somebody's building a city somewhere on this bloody map, and it's a lag fest. You got no idea. You want to be a builder? Learn how to build shit properly so you space it out so it doesn't cause lag issues. I'm going to go and do a bit of grinding. I meant to do the grinding earlier. Go and get a whole heap of gold and silver. Go see all, because I'm on the ED server, go see all 10 trays and sell that. That'll take me up to 2.5 mil EL. So then we've got at least a week. So one more round of the traders, plus all the solo grinding I do. I'll probably have about 4.5 mil by that stage. I'm just gonna, there's really nothing on the server to buy. No one's really seen anything I want to buy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a whole heap of mod dust, and then I'll buy 10 of each mod crate for the gear and the other stuff, just 10, and hopefully we get some good mods out of that stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, that's everything there is since the March updates. There's been a couple of other little updates in where things have been modified and changed. For new people, when I went through the gear bench, I showed you that that rifle. That's only 200 Starcrom. I showed you a nice bit of gear kit to go with that weapon. Now mods, I haven't touched on mods, but you'll be picking up mods out of gear crates, weapon crates. You'll be running the monoliths. Certain monoliths drop certain things, so we'll just have a quick stick at that. Here we are. So this one is going to give you burning mods and frost mods, EL and Stardust mod dust and electronic parts. This one over here gives you electric and, hang on, what is that? No, I don't want to do that. Give me this thing. Well, you power surge weapon mods and unstoppable weapon mods. Okay. This one over here, Shadowhound, will give you bounce weapon mods and shrapnel weapon mods. This one here gives you bullseye weapon mods, fast gunner weapon mods, and fortress warfare weapon mods. And that's the spider. This one over here I've been doing a lot. Just weapon mods. So I mean, I don't have to go and do these damn things. I just go in here. This takes less than 2 minutes for me to go and do. Yeah. So what we got on us? We better take that if we're going over there to do this shit. Yeah, we zoom in because there's going to be a few guys. There's going to be a few guys over here that we need to take out. Duck behind something. Come on. Where you hide? We're going to go straight at you. Right. Yeah. And of course there's nothing here for us to grab. Now I do want to change that weapon. I want to change to you. No. And do you have your accessories on you? Thank you. Alright, we'll leave that on there. Right, that's better. You don't actually have a cosmetic, do you, for that? No, we don't. That's fair enough. We can paint it. We can paint it. Let's paint it. Looks a bit higgly-piggly. God. That'll do. Right. This is the weapon you want. Now I don't have any food or drink buffs for this thing, and as you can see from my gear, I'm tier 5 gear, right? But they're only 1 stars. Well, you're only a 1 star, and that's only 1 star. Now that's for the idiots, so I get my HP back, and this is to kill the boss. Right. Enter. We're just going to do a normal. We might do a hard later. Right, in we go. Skip that cutscene. Get out of it. Oh, no, we didn't do it. Right. Oh shit. Oh, you're giving me a bit of hurry, are you? Yeah. Right. Going to circle stuff. Oh, you cheated. Right. There you go. Alright. Oh, we didn't get George. Oh. Okay, got a fish. Look at that, 100 star chrome. Over 4,000 L, 72 starter sauce, and that mod dust. Hang on, well, I meant to get a mod from here. Now I got ripped off on that. We'll try it again. Okay. Yeah, we got ripped off on that. We'll do it again. Bit rude. Get rid of that. Alright. Oh, we did. Oh, you're going to start that shit, are you? Oh, that went down well. I didn't get one. Alright. Energy links. Why are we getting mod dust? Oh, we did get a mod. Yeah. Oh god, that thing was crap. We've got a nutcracker. Okay. Confirm. We'll do it one more time. And this time we're going to back out. Let's do the hard one, eh? Might be a bit of running here. Might get some better shit. Come on, why? When anyone's here, man. Enough. We need a 4. So we've got full energy. Oh, yep, get rid of that. Get rid of you, mate. Yep. Oh, don't do it. No. No. Ah, stop doing that. Right, get away from it. Right. Oh, you bastard. Ah. Ha ha ha, you picked me up, you bitch. Sucked in. I did win. Oh, we got level 2 Brave George. Yippee. Look at that. Okay, oh. A weapon. Mod selection crate. What else we get? A recovery mark vial. And a few other good bits and pieces. Oh, it's only a 7. That sucked. Yeah, well, we kind of busted the shit. That was say they actually picked me. I killed it at the last second. Oh dear. That was hilarious. Nah, we're not going to charge again. That was funny as shit. Right, note it. Right. Alright. Okay, we didn't get anything out of that really. Don't think. Nah. Oh yeah. We can get rid of those. Anything else in here? No. I'll do. Just get rid of that. That's fine. No. No, I'll have to do for this video, I reckon. I've got a little bit of gunpowder around that. And that we shall see you in the next one.